So, this is the next episode of Loki, and we've got to get our act together and start jumping on top of these series.
Yeah. We've been busy though.
Yeah, because the videos that they always come out way after. But that's enough of that. We are going to start
doing these prompts. It's called The Variant, so I wonder if this is when we're going to say, like...
We're going to meet our bad guy.
Yeah,
antagonist.
bad Loki.
So yeah, this is the second episode of Loki, called The Variant.
Thing is though, I don't agree with what you said in a sense that... Because you know how you said, oh, there's one timeline, but they have branch timelines that they come off of.
Right.
In that it's like, it's I think it's just one. I don't think it's supposed to branch off. The more I thought about it, the more I thought, well, why would they make such a big deal out of an extra timeline if it, you know?
If all his magic was gone, shouldn't he be blue? Oshkosh, what a ridiculous name.
1985. It's like one of those...
Sort of the Vanity Fairs things they do in it. Medieval fairs. Did you know, if you had to guess where most of our demographic is, do you know where it is?
Where?
America?
Is it?
We're about 60% America.
It's no wonder why you keep on offending
And we
people.
keep offending everyone.
It's because we're obviously too British.
I know. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense.
No, it's
Most of our subs are American.
I know, but most of the time you have your sarcasm is aimed towards Americans when you say that Americans aren't proper people and they're stupid and stuff.
I've never said the Americans are stupid.
You've implied
I've said
it.
they don't know how to spell and speak properly, but, you know.
You've implied it. Oh, I wonder if we're actually going to see, like, the variant.
I know.
Like, what he looks like. Do you think he's going to look different? Or
I think it might be...
Tom
No,
Hiddleston?
I think it might be the blonde person. You know that you see in the trailers? I think it might be her.
What, Lady Loki?
Yeah. Do you know what the second biggest demographic is for us? Have a guess. Have a guess.
UK.
Nah. Brazil? Somehow Brazil? UK is like fourth? Is that really the best that this, fantastical force can do?
What?
So that there's only one person beating them all?
Well, I mean, maybe if the Loki variant's controlling them, it's making them more, like, better.
Late at night, I toss and I turn and I dream of what I need. I need a hero. I love the buddy cop nature that this is going to bring.
Yeah.
Because he does such a good impression of him.
I know, I want to see him do an impression of him.
Collar up.
Smart.
Signature pose.
C20 and her
Appearances, or not so slight.
Ah!
Different
What's
powers,
that?
although powers generally include
Different
shape-shifting,
powers.
illusion, projection, and my
Duplication
favorite,
casting. Its present circumstance, which acts as a true holographic mirror of its molecular structure. But you already knew that.
Hi.
take a breath.
Yeah.
Aye.
Look at her face. Yeah.
So know your role and shut your mouths.
Professor Loki. Why? Because whoever this variant is, we haven't been able to find them. So let's bring in an expert.
Him, say him. I think the fact that they already assume that it's a him means it's a her. Because if it was a him,
Well, I'll have my magic back. There's no one concerned about that.
yeah, he has his magic, so shouldn't he be blue?
No. Why not?
Because you're the time variant authority and the gods of Asgard, one and the same. Drunk with power, blinded to the truth. Those you underestimate will devour you.
Oh, I love it when he monologues.
Just as you underestimate this lesser Loki. Which is why you walk into one wolf's mouth after another.
2 units. He is wasting our time.
Okay, come on, Loki. Make a long story short.
We need to look for
No, keep monologuing.
Exactly what the variant wants you to do.
I don't know. Oh, it's going to be so hard figuring anything
That's
out.
the thing, though, isn't it? Because he could just be manipulating them, but at the same time, that variant of Loki did take one of them with her. Like, it was in her because you think it's a her. Take
Yeah.
one of the officers with them.
MIA. I wonder who they send their MIAs to. Oh, this better not be copyrighted music as well, Disney.
That one looks like he's got
The timekeepers are monitoring every aspect of this case. I've never seen this
See,
before.
I think it might be one of those
Variant caught.
scenarios where there isn't timekeepers.
This is the last chance you're gonna
Or they're not the kind of timekeepers they think they are.
Well, if no one's ever seen them, how do they know they exist? That's what modern films have.
shivering in the cold, and you kind of feel bad for that ice rut. Or B,
See, he refers to him as an ice giant.
Well, it could have just been that because he took on that form, it's like technically he made it his true form.
What is the next step of your
no, this
manipulation?
is the final step, your last chance.
Oh, what is my desperate last chance required?
Work. Work.
Have you seen the building that that's shot in? It's madness. I don't know how the people who don't actually work there lose their minds. You look up and you see all them, you're like, you know, your eyes turn white, your head starts spinning.
Yeah. It's like those weird like mind control things that you get, those like
Go
white
over
and
each
black.
every one of the variants case file. I'm not taking you for a stroll along the promenade, much less an apocalypse.
Mobius, come on. What could possibly go wrong? Properly test this theory.
Well, here's a fun theory. You lure me out into the field and then you stab me in the back. And that's a theory I don't want to test.
I never stab anyone in the back. That's such a boring form of betrayal.
Look, I've studied almost every moment of your entire life. You've literally stabbed people in the back like 50 times.
I'd never do it again. Because it got old. Okay, look. You don't trust me. You can trust one thing. I love to be right.
See?
It is, isn't it, Pompey? So you're just gonna go around killing a bunch of people and see if it branches off
He's going to stand there and do his
in the trailer.
79 AD.
Steel hike esse wera. Quad ego. Futuris ad when. We are from the future, right? What is the TVA? I mean, it's from the future. It sounds from the future. Pretty futury. Right on cue! Nothing matters! Nothing has any consequence! Don't still can!
See? There it is.
Zero variant energy, no branching in the timeline.
The TVA would never even know we were here.
Good God. Okay, I'd leave.
This is where I would hide.
There it is. Ah, I love his little.
Ambushing our
Is-
soldiers and hiding out in doomsdays to cover his tracks.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but in order for this theory to hold, disasters have to be naturally occurring, sudden, no warning, no survivors.
How many of those disasters could there possibly
I
be?
don't know. We're gonna find out.
In the entire
There
universe.
must be loads. Not just even on Earth, it's like everywhere.
I was going to say.
Natural occurrence. Can you think of any from
What, from Earth?
no, from just anywhere in this universe?
Oh, you mean in this
natural
universe.
natural occurrence.
Natural
At your
occurrence.
desk. That magazine.
Yeah, jet skis.
Mm.
Yes. Why'd you...
What about if it's.
Because they're awesome.
What about the.
You know,
When the-
some things, actually most things
You know, from Guardians, where it showed you the thing with the
but
stone and it was destroyed the whole planet. Something like that.
Huh?
there was a beautiful union. More Nexus events, just order, and we meet in peace at the end of time. Nice, right?
What?
At the end of time.
No chaos.
Oh, in the order. That wouldn't work.
I'm sure it does to you.
That
It's
wouldn't work.
very like.
I called you a lot of things.
You did.
It wouldn't work. Just having pure order.
See, I know something children don't.
What's that?
based on a theory from the variant who just blew your previous mission.
Yeah, he's doing great.
That trusting this man is not a good idea.
Thing is, though, they've already proved that
I was
that
gonna
theory
say,
works.
yeah.
That's what concerns me.
I can handle
I trust, but him?
Oh, I wonder if Morbius is gonna die.
This is where we nail the variant.
I hope not. They have. Thing is, though, at the end of the day, they have nothing to lose because they already know if them being there isn't gonna
In the trailer,
change
though,
anything.
he's not in some key moments. He only seems to be in the beginning bit.
There's not much I can do if it doesn't work out.
For all time.
No, he just did it wrong. It's Owen. My Snape impression.
They're so reluctant to trust him, and yet he seems to be the only one that's actually like getting them anywhere.
Work today. I thought so too. Telling you, you actually help us catch this variant, and who knows, friend? What good enough for a face-to-face with the timekeepers? I didn't say that. One step at a time.
Oh, I just don't think they're real. I don't think the timekeepers are real. I think it might be a case of
Gather round for a briefing.
I really don't like her. She's supposed to be like this. I'm sure she's supposed to be like this cool. I just don't
badass
like
general
her.
woman.
I just don't like her.
Including a large warehouse. This warehouse is being used by civilians as a
I
shelter
think.
to run
What could the
around.
possible reason be?
Remember, this is a Class 10 apocalypse. While the variant shouldn't know we're coming, he could be hiding anywhere to be considered hostile. So stay alert. Every time there is an attack, the variant steals a reset charge. He's planning something. We just don't know what.
Gonna
That's
wipe
a
out
good point.
all of time
The missing charges.
Why would they want to wipe out all of time though?
so they can create time.
But do you mean maybe the TVA? They're gonna wipe out the TVA.
What if, you know how they just had that sort of heart-to-heart at the table?
Yeah.
What if it's something like they've put this idea that these three things are trying to untangle the epilogue so they have a place to work towards, but because they don't actually exist, they'll never actually get to that place. Because they need time to keep on going and they need someone to keep fighting, so they're giving them something to fight for, essentially. Because no one would want to do this job for eternity,
Oh yeah.
so they're trying to give them a reason to
Well, the
keep
thing is
on
though,
fighting.
there is no guarantee that there's gonna how long is it gonna take them to get to the end of time?
Yeah, that's what I mean. So that you give them the belief that the timekeepers are actually working toward the end of time, but the end of time is never actually going to come because the timekeepers don't exist.
Try to hang on to your time copper this time.
We'll see you on the show.
That's right. That's why she doesn't like him.
Well, yeah, I get that, but he is also helping them. Ooh.
Who are you, you little rascal? I say, I think that cloak is designed to give them a look like Loki, but in reality, it's going to be someone completely different, which makes me think that it's a
Look, I've got a
woman.
countdown.
I think it's a lady Loki, or at least someone related to Loki who's a female.
Me, I presume.
Oh, I love the way his voice changed.
Anyone's anyone. You're me.
How nice to meet you.
Oh, it's so exciting.
Check the bags for reset charges. You got FEMA? National Guard?
Yeah, any one of them.
Well, hey, if you got a copter or other transport, now's the time to use it. We got women and kids, and that weather ain't playing. No, I'm sorry, we don't.
In this day and age, it's that important to get rid of the women? Just? Why? They don't need no man.
Hey, these people are scared.
They're about to die.
Randy,
Randy.
God, now I understand why I thought I was so annoying. Listen, in the games, I've been trying to help you. I kept them vulnerable at the Renaissance
See?
Fair for some time.
See?
oh gosh, that was just so nice of you.
I think it is a woman. I think it is Lady Loki.
10 seconds.
Why?
But her name's not Lady Loki. I think she's got a name, something Laufeyson, but it's not.
I'm not interested in ruling the time variance authority.
Wants to destroy it. Oh,
I think it's. I do.
What's real?
come on.
Do you reckon
You're
they got?
God.
Do you reckon they got all the actors in?
Me like this. Hi.
Do you reckon they got all the actors to try and talk like him?
Probably.
Because I mean that, when they did that, that was straight out of... Yes, get the Hoover.
Looks like your favorite Loki betrayed you, Mobius.
Oh, he
No,
didn't!
he didn't!
He didn't!
God's sake. I mean, it kind of did try and imply he was going to, but he hasn't yet. Oh, look at the armor.
I bloody knew it!
This isn't about you.
Right.
Bloody knew it was a woman.
Okay, but what's this gonna do though? Is it gonna wipe them all out or something? Or try to?
Oh, that's a
Look
lot.
how many there are.
Bloody Nora.
What?
Where are they going?
It's not possible.
Oh, they're. That's such a like inconvenience when you're trying to be quick.
Zero. Francis rapidly forming at a somebody just bombed the sacred timeline.
Oh, they
Look
did.
how many there are.
Vormir, Thorn, Asgard, Sakaar.
Xandar. Oh my god.
Bloody hell.
Thing is though, surely they're gonna get to a point where
Oh, they're gonna think it was Loki.
surely they're gonna get to that red line faster than they can do anything about. Oh, it's gone red. So is that what they're getting at? This Lady Loki creates the multiverse because the TV are actively trying to stop there being a multiverse.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily a multiverse, more of a...
Well, technically it is because it's alternate. She is an alternate Loki from a different reality, and that's
It's not really a different reality, it's just a different section
Variant.
of the timeline.
different. No, it's a completely different variation of Loki, though, isn't it?
I don't know.
This is the thing with this show already. It's.
It confused the absolute bloody life out of us.
I took it in the way that it was just a completely different reality, and therefore it was.
Yeah. I have absolutely no idea.
I did like the idea of a hind in the natural disasters. It was quite a smart idea.
Yeah, it's quite clever, yeah.
That you could go and mess stuff up, but it wouldn't matter because they were going to die anyway.
Yeah. I just like listening to Tom Hiddleston
Monologue.
Yeah, when he goes to his monologue voice, which is the slightly raspier version of his normal.
Yeah, deeper. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a nice voice.
But he's went as well. So what's?
I think they must go to that thing that you see in the trailer, the sort of purple world.
Yeah. And she's going to explain why she's doing it, possibly.
Yeah. It's going to be the bad guy explaining why they're doing what they're doing.
But
Part.
is she a bad guy though? Because we assume she is, but it might be, if you think about it, like what Loki was saying, people don't really have free will, do they? Because it's all been planned out.
Yeah, so it
It's
might be something like that.
It's like, here is your life. If the minute you decide you don't want to do what's been set out for you, that you're just going to get eradicated because that's not what's been decided for you. It is quite like a.
Yeah, it's not that you're not choosing the way you live.
Yeah. So I would understand in that sense why someone would go to those lengths. Because isn't that kind of what people fight for? Is the freedom to do their own stuff.
Might be what it is.
So it's like.
It's a very Loki thing to do. Let us know down in the comments what you think. I did call it, by the way. I did say that it was Lady Loki.
What made you think it was Lady Loki though? When did you think that?
I can't remember. What was it that set it off? I don't know. It was just a mix of things. like the fact that
they did
that they
keep on-
assumed that it was a him, despite them saying that it was variants.
Yeah, that it could be any variant.
And it was kind of
Maybe they just didn't know there could be a female variant of Loki.
yeah. The fact that the more I looked at the shape of the sort of hooded figure,
Yeah.
the more it seemed like they were trying to make it look like it could be him, and that
Yeah.
just made it a bit too obvious
To
for
be
me.
fair, she was listed as being like a big cast. In the cast, she was listed as being like a. She was going to
It's
be an
weird that she
important
doesn't
role,
like to be
so-
called Loki though.
What do you mean?
He said Loki, I presume. She said, "Don't call me that." Maybe she has a different name.
Maybe.
I mean, it's not like they're going to call her Lady Loki. I assume she's got a proper name.
Yeah. I mean, that's what she's referred to as in the comics.
Yeah.
So.
Who knows? Let us know what you think's going to happen. Let us know what do you think her reason is. Where's this going to end?
I don't know.
Do you think the timekeepers are real? Because that's another one that I'm convinced
They have
of
to
now.
be real, don't they? They have to be real
I don't
people.
think they are.
I genuinely believe one of them is Khan the Conqueror. I've seen people mention it. How?
Yeah, people might have mentioned it, but I don't. My thing is that it's that thing where you make everyone believe that they're real, so that people have a reason to keep on going on.
Maybe it's not that they're real. Maybe it's just that they aren't who they say they are. Maybe these like they started it, and then they just like they didn't want to do it anymore, so they just left, and they've just left all the TVA to kind of.
I don't know. I don't think that.
Well, someone's telling them what the right timeline is, so there has to be someone doing it, whether or not it's them or someone else.
Yeah, but you wouldn't necessarily need them there to do that, would you? You would just go right to this is the timeline.
Yeah, but she said, didn't she? They untangle all the different lines and possibilities. So it's someone that's right in the one timeline. So it's whether or not it's them or it's someone else, or they're not as good as they say they are, or whatever.
Yeah, let us know what you think down in the comments. Then like the video, subscribe, ding the bell to be notified when we upload. We upload every day. Anything else you want to say?
I don't like the fact that it's made it look like Loki's.
Yeah.
Because although he is kind of like.
Known.
Not even that, like he is obviously. He wants to take over the TVA. He's already said that.
Just whether or not you believe
But-
that, don't it?
Yeah. I also just don't like that lass.
Yeah.
She's a bit too like, you kind of just like, calm down, love. Just because he, put that collar on you and you made you repeat time like 1,000,000 times doesn't mean you have that much attitude.
Thanks for watching.
I need to know.